will discuss about the internal structure of human heart. As we know, in the previous video we discussed about the external structure and we said that heart is slightly triangular in shape. हार्ट को बाहर से देखने पर शेप जो है वो ट्रायंगुलर दिखाई देती है, बट जब हम इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करेंगे तो कुछ डिफरेंट काइंड की ही स्ट्रक्चर दिखाई देती है. इट्स नॉट लाइक अ ट्रायंगुलर. So let's start the internal structure of the heart. We are drawing the same simple diagram so that we can understand all the different parts of the heart. So let's draw it. Heart is the case of the human being. It's a four-chambered heart and it's slightly tilted toward the left side. So you have to draw the slightly tilted toward the left side. तो थोड़ा सा हम लेफ्ट साइड की तरफ tilted यहाँ पे ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं. And the wall of the auricles, the upper chambers are the auricles and the wall of auricles are smooth. They have the smooth walls, whereas the ventricles has some ridges. तो यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं they have some wavy ridges like structures are there, and this is the ventricles. Similarly, the upper part, this is the auricle. Another one. So this is the structure of heart. So in this way you can draw the simple structure of the human heart to understand all the parts of the heart. So here we can say that this human heart has the four chamber structure. Four chamber structure है, four chamber से बना हुआ है. The upper two chambers which are smaller in the shape, they are known as the auricles, and the lower chambers which are larger in size, they are known as ventricle. And both auricles and ventricles, they are separated from each other. दोनों ही सब तो यहाँ पे बीच में आराम से यहाँ पे पार्टीशन प्रेजेंट रहता है ऑरिकल्स और वेंट्रिकल्स के में, जिसकी वजह से हार्ट जो है वो टू पार्ट्स में डिवाइडेड हो जाता है. दिस साइड ऑफ द हार्ट इज नॉन एज द लेफ्ट साइड एंड दिस साइड ऑफ द हार्ट इज नॉन एज द राइट साइड. सो दिस इज द राइट साइड ऑफ द हार्ट एंड दिस इज द लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ द हार्ट. So, ये हमने लेफ्ट और राइट साइड यहाँ पे मार्क कर दिया है. एक बात याद रखिएगा, ये बात हमने पहले भी डिस्कस की हुई है कि यहाँ पे हमने लेफ्ट क्यों लिखा है, बिकॉज व्हेन वी ड्रॉ द डायग्राम आवर राइट हैंड कम्स दिस साइड, बट वी आर ड्रॉइंग द डायग्राम इन सच ए वे दैट रिप्रेजेंट द स्ट्रक्चर एग्जैक्टली दैट इज प्रेजेंट इनटू द ह्यूमन बॉडी. तो जैसा ह्यूमन बॉडी में हमें बाहर से दिखाई दे रहा है वैसी ही स्ट्रक्चर हम यहाँ पे ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं. सो इन दिस वे द लेफ्ट साइड विल रिमेन दिस वे. तो लेफ्ट साइड यहाँ पे रहेगा. और एक और बात याद रखिएगा कि हार्ट की स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो इस तरीके से नहीं होती. जब हम हार्ट को जब हम थोड़ा से कैविटी को ओपन करते हैं, चेस्ट को कट करते हैं, तो हमें जो हार्ट दिखाई देता है उसमें हमें बाहर की तरफ से वेंट्रिकल्स नजर आते हैं. ऑरिकल जो होते हैं वो अंदर की तरफ प्रेजेंट होते हैं, बट हम इस तरीके से ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं, एग्जैक्टली ऐसा शो नहीं होगा. Okay, so right side and left side, these are the two sides of the heart. Then chambers, it has four chamber. It's a four chamber structure. Upper two chambers which are smaller, they are auricle. Lower two chambers which are larger in size, they are ventricles. So we can say that is a simple thing. You know, अगर हम auricle की बात करें, ये right auricle हो जाएगा, ये left auricle हो जाएगा. This is the right ventricle, this one is the right ventricle. Sorry, left ventricle. तो इस तरीके से हम auricle और ventricles को नेम दे सकते हैं कि कौन सा किस साइड पे प्रेजेंट है. Now the septum which separates these auricles, दोनों auricles, right और left auricles को separate करने वाला जो septum है, it's known as interauricular septum. It's known as interauricular septum. So this is the septum which separates both the auricles, left and right auricles, so that blood do not get mixed up. So this is interauricular septum. Here one scar-like structure remain present in the interauricular septum. यहाँ पे एक scar जैसी structure हमें दिखाई देती है. This scar which is present into the interauricular septum is known as fossa ovalis. This is the fossa ovalis. Let's talk about this first. This is the fossa ovalis. Now what is it? This fossa ovalis is the remnant part or the scar of the foramen ovale. ये किसका scar है? ये क्यों present है? This is the scar or remaining part, scar of foramen ovale. Foramen ovale. ड्यूरिंग द एम्ब्रियोनिक टाइम, एम्ब्रियोनिक डेवलपमेंट जब होगी, जब बेबी जो है मदर की वॉम में ग्रो कर रहा है, अपनी एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज में है, ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम द फोरामेन ओवल रिमेन प्रेजेंट हियर एंड इन दिस केस द ऑक्सीजनेटेड एंड डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड कैन मिक्स्ड अप। वहां पे ऑरिकल्स के बीच में सेपरेशन नहीं होता, यहाँ पे फोरामेन ओवल प्रेजेंट रहता है जिसके थ्रू ब्लड जो है राइट ऑरिकल्स से लेफ्ट ऑरिकल्स में पहुंच सकता है। ऑक्सीजनेटेड और डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड मिक्स होता रहेगा only during the embryonic stage. But as the baby take birth, at the time of the birth, this foramen ovale it's get closed up. ये क्लोज हो जाता है। ओनली द स्कार रिमेन हियर, एक स्कार जैसी स्ट्रक्चर, एक डिप्रेशन जैसी स्ट्रक्चर जो होगी वो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट रहेगी एंड दिस डिप्रेशन लाइक स्ट्रक्चर इज नोन एज फोसा ओवेलिस। इसी डिप्रेशन को हम फोसा ओवेलिस बोल रहे हैं। सो व्हाट इज द फोसा ओवेलिस? फोसा ओवेलिस इज द स्कार और द रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ द फोरामेन ओवल एंड फोरामेन ओवल इज प्रेजेंट ड्यूरिंग द एम्ब्रियोनिक लाइफ ऑफ द fetus. So this is the fossa ovalis and at sometimes you have heard about that baby के दिल में होल है या छेद है। हमें एक ऐसी बात सुनने को मिलती है, वो कब होता है? द होल लाइक चीज, या जब कहा जाता है कि दिल में छेद है, वो चीज कब कही जाती है? जब ये फोरामेन ओवल प्रॉपरली क्लोज नहीं हो पाता। इन सच सिचुएशन द डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड गेट मिक्स्ड अप विद द ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड, दोनों ब्लड आपस में मिक्स हो जाते हैं जिसकी वजह से एक प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो सकती है एंड ड्यू टू द सर्जरी, बिकॉज सर्जरी करके इसे यहाँ पे ठीक किया जा सकता है। So this is about the fossa ovalis. ये हमने सेप्टम की बात कर ली। इंटरऑरिकुलर सेप्टम में हमें देखने को मिल रहा है fossa ovalis, which is the remnant part of foramen ovale. Okay, now as you can see that walls, अगर हम वॉल की बात करें, वॉल की स्ट्रक्चर हम अपने प्रीवियस वीडियो में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं। अगर आपने नहीं देखा है तो एक बार इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर वहां पे देखिएगा। बट वॉल की अगर हम थिकनेस की बात करते हैं, द वॉल हैज डिफरेंट थिकनेस। द ऑरिकल्स हैज वेरी थिन वॉल्स। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं ऑरिकल जो है, इनकी जो वॉल है वो बहुत थिन है, बिकॉज द ऑरिकल हैज टू सेंड द ब्लड टू द वेंट्रिकल्स. Auricles are the receiving compartment and ventricles are the pumping compartment. Auricles जो है वो blood को receive कर रहे हैं from the different body parts and then they have to pump this blood to the ventricles. Auricles को blood जो है वो pump करना है ventricles को, और ventricle जो है वो बिल्कुल इनके close location पे ही, बिल्कुल पास में ही present है. So for this they have to apply very less force. इस लेस फोर्स के रिक्वायरमेंट की वजह से दे हैव वेरी थिन वॉल, इनकी जो वॉल है वो थिन होगी. नाउ कम ऑन टू द वेंट्रिकल्स. वेंट्रिकल्स की वॉल की अगर हम बात करें, द वेंट्रिकल्स हैज द थिक वॉल एज कंपेयर टू द ऑरिकल्स. दे हैव थिक वॉल एज कंपेयर टू द वेंट्रिकल्स, ऑरिकल्स. But in this case, the right ventricle has the thick wall, but the left ventricle has the thickest wall. It has the thickest wall because you can see that it has the thickest wall because the left ventricle, this is the left ventricle. This left ventricle is the chamber of the heart which has to pump the blood throughout the body parts. इस पार्ट को पूरे बॉडी पार्ट्स तक ब्लड को सप्लाई करना है, एंड फॉर दिस इट हैज टू अप्लाई द लार्ज फोर्स, एंड दिस लार्ज फोर्स कैन बी अप्लाइड ड्यू टू दिस thickest wall. So when we talk about the walls, the thickest wall present into the left ventricle. Left ventricle की wall जो है वो thickest हो जाएगी. ये हो गई बात walls की and septums की. Here you can see that auricles and ventricles are also separated by the septum. यहाँ पे भी septum है. That interauriculo-ventricular septum. यहाँ पे interauriculo-ventricular septums present रहेंगे जो दोनों auricles और ventricles को आपस में separate करने का काम कर रहे हैं. Blood has to come from auricles to ventricles, and this supply of the blood from auricle to ventricle is controlled by some walls. कुछ walls होते हैं जो यहाँ पे इस सप्लाई को कंट्रोल करेंगे कि कैसे जो ब्लड है ऑरिकल से वेंट्रिकल में, और लेफ्ट और राइट ऑरिकल से राइट वेंट्रिकल में, और लेफ्ट ऑरिकल से लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल में जो ब्लड का फ्लो है इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय द वॉल. लेट्स सी व्हाट आर दीज वॉल्स एंड देयर स्ट्रक्चर. नाउ the walls which are present between the atrium and ventricles are that are present towards the right side. यहाँ पे right side जो है, right atrium और right ventricle के बीच में जो wall present होगा, that wall is known as right atrioventricular wall. It's known as right atrioventricular wall. And it is also known as tricuspid wall. The another name which is used for this wall is tricuspid wall. As we already said, all the 4 chambers are separated from each other. पूरे chamber जो है, दोनों atrium, दोनों ventricle, they are separated from each other. The septum which is present between the atrium, between the both these 2 atrium, is known as interauricular septum, whereas the septum which is present between both these ventricles is known as interventricular septum. तो यहाँ पे interventricular septum होगा. This is the interventricular septum, and the septum which is present between the atrium and ventricles. So they have 2 different types of septums. Right side is the right atrioventricular septum, and at the left side they have left atrioventricular septum. Another name for the right atrioventricular septum is the tricuspid, whereas the septum which is present between the left side, between the left atrium and the left ventricle, is known as bicuspid. यहाँ पे जो नाम होगा वो होगा bicuspid. So these are the walls, or these are the septum. Septums हैं, और ये these are the walls. We can say यहाँ पे septums में walls present है, which are here to control the flow of the blood. When blood flows from atriums to the ventricles, then these walls, they control the flow of the blood. So at the right side, the right atrioventricular walls are present. At the left side, the left atrioventricular septums are present. They are known as tricuspid, whereas the left side is known as bicuspid, and another name is also here, that is the mitral wall. It's also known as the mitral wall. इसका दूसरा नाम जो वॉल्व का है वो है मिट्रल वॉल. वॉल्व क्या होते हैं? वॉल्स आर flap like structure. They are flap like structure which are present here in the septum, and they open up due to the pressure. जब pressure होगा, blood का pressure ऊपर से आएगा, जिसकी वजह से flap जो है वो open हो जाएंगे, so that the blood can come to the ventricles. We call it the tricuspid and bicuspid. Why? Because of the flaps of the cusp present in these walls. किस तरीके की cusp present है, उनके basis पे यहाँ पे नाम दिए गए हैं. Tricuspid has the 3 cusp. जो tricuspid wall होते हैं, they have the three cusp. That's why it is known as tricuspid wall. इस वजह से इसे tricuspid wall कहा है. So 3 cusp is present, then it's known as tricuspid. If only the 2 cusp are there, 2 cusp or the 2 flaps are present, then it is known as bicuspid. So this is the tricuspid and bicuspid. Bicuspid wall are also known as mitral wall. The another important name is mitral wall. तो ये हो गई बात इन वॉल्स की, और सेप्टम्स के बारे में हमने बात कर ली है. फोरामेन ओवेल के बारे में हम बात कर चुके हैं. Now let's start with this one chamber, that is the right atrium. Right atrium. This, as we already said, that both of these 2 atrium, they are the receiving compartment. They have to receive the blood. Now let's see how this right atrium receive the blood and which veins are open up here to collect the blood into the right atrium. So right atrium receive the blood, and that blood is the deoxygenated blood. It receives deoxygenated blood throughout the body through the different veins. Let's see what are these veins which collects the blood throughout the body and pour into the right atrium. We will see how the blood is poured into the right atrium. Right atrium में blood कौन-कौन लेके आ रहा है, कौन सी veins लेके आ रही हैं, because right atrium receives the deoxygenated blood. So let's see. यहाँ पे हमने बाकी के जो नेम थे हमने पहले लिखे थे वो सब एक बार इरेज कर दिए, so that the space can be formed here. If you have written it, then it's okay. Otherwise, you can go back and you can see it. So right atrium receives the deoxygenated blood from throughout the body, and the superior vena cava is the vein which collects the blood from the upper body part and pour into the right atrium. So this is the superior vena cava which receives the blood from the upper body part and pour into the right atrium, superior vena cava. It's also known as precava. The another important vein which receives the deoxygenated blood throughout the lower body part is known as inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava collects the blood from the lower body parts and pour here into the right atrium. So this is inferior vena cava, or it's also known as the post cava. It's a precaval and this is a post caval. These are the another name. So these two important veins, they brings the deoxygenated blood throughout the body, from the upper part of the body and from the lower part of the body, and they pour this deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. Except these two veins, one more important opening is also here, which pour the deoxygenated blood, and this is known as coronary sinus. कोरोनरी साइनस, यहाँ पे एक और हमें ओपनिंग देखने को मिलेगी, एंड दिस इज द ओपनिंग ऑफ कोरोनरी साइनस. ये कोरोनरी साइनस की ओपनिंग है, एंड दिस कोरोनरी साइनस इट्स ब्रिंग द डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड फ्रॉम द मसल्स ऑफ द हार्ट. As you know, heart is also an organ. It's also require oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood is supplied to the heart from the coronary arteries. After utilizing this oxygen by the muscles of the heart, it's become deoxygenated, and this deoxygenated from blood from the muscles of the heart is collected and poured into the right atrium by the coronary sinus. So this is the another structure, which is the coronary sinus. Let's label it coronary sinus, and this coronary sinus collects the deoxygenated blood from the heart itself, from the wall of the heart itself, and pour into the right atrium. Okay, these three veins, they pour deoxygenated blood into the right atrium. These have the walls. Out of these three, two veins has the wall, but one do not have. Wall के बारे में हम जानते हैं that जैसे कि हमने bicuspid और tricuspid wall का भी देखा. Walls help into the one-way flow of the blood. They prevent the backflow of the blood. Similarly, यहाँ पे भी walls होंगे जो blood को सिर्फ एक ही flow में, यानी कि vein से और atrium में आने फ्लो को कंट्रोल करेंगे, वापस एट्रियम से इन वेन्स में जाने को रोकते हैं. They prevent the backflow of the blood from atrium to veins. So out of these three, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus, only the two veins has the walls. वो कौन सी है वो हम देखते हैं. inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. Inferior vena cava and coronary sinus, they have the walls, whereas the superior vena cava, they do not have any wall. Superior vena cava में कोई भी wall present नहीं होता. अब हमने कहा जब auricles contract होंगे, then they pour the blood to the ventricles. Auricles contract होंगे, then they pour the blood to the ventricles. During this contraction, the pressure of the blood can be increased. यहाँ पे pressure increase होगा, जिसकी वजह से backflow हो रहा है. But फिर भी superior vena cava do not have any wall. यहाँ पे कोई wall नहीं है. ऐसा क्यों है? क्या reason है कि superior vena cava do not have any wall? Reason is that the superior vena cava opens into the right atrium in such a way that it's make a triangular structure. ये एक ट्रायंगुलर फॉर्म में, जैसे यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं ना, ऐसा नहीं होता. ये एक ट्रायंगल बनाते हुए ओपन होती है राइट एट्रियम के अंदर, एंड इस तरीके की स्ट्रक्चर होने की वजह से जो बैकफ्लो है ब्लड का वो नहीं हो पाता. सो इट्स डू नॉट रिक्वायर एनी वॉल इनटू द सुपीरियर वेना कावा, whereas the inferior vena cava and coronary sinus, they have the wall so that the backflow of the blood can be prevented, and they have specific name. The wall which is present into the inferior vena cava is known as wall of Eustachian, whereas the another wall which is present into the coronary sinus is known as wall of Thebasian. This is the name of the wall which is present into the coronary sinus. So both these two walls, they prevent the backflow of the blood from right atrium to these veins into inferior vena cava and coronary sinus. Now from these right atrium, the blood goes into the right ventricle. In the same way, the left atrium also receive the blood. Left atrium also receive the blood. This left atrium receive the oxygenated blood. Right atrium receive deoxygenated blood throughout the body parts, whereas the left atrium receive oxygenated blood, and this oxygenated blood comes from the lungs through the veins which are known as pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins are the veins which bring the oxygenated blood from the lungs and pour this blood into the left ventricle. So here this is the opening of the pulmonary veins which bring oxygenated blood from the lungs. Here we can say that the four pulmonary veins which comes from the both two lungs, and they pour the oxygenated blood here. We are drawing we can show only two. हम यहाँ पे सिर्फ दो भी दिखा सकते हैं, दो दिखाएंगे तो यहाँ पे होती है, but it's enough to show the two pulmonary veins to understand the concept. So these are the pulmonary veins which are coming here, and they are pouring or they are bringing the oxygenated blood from the lungs. सो लंग से ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड जो है हम यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं, दिस इज द ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड, दिस इज द deoxygenated blood. From here also deoxygenated blood is coming, and this oxygenated blood poured into the left atrium and brings from the pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins are the veins which means we generally know veins carry the deoxygenated blood, but this is the exception. Pulmonary veins are the exceptionally, these are the veins which carry the oxygenated blood. So both of these two atrium, when they get filled with the blood, this one get filled with the deoxygenated blood and this left atrium get filled with the oxygenated blood. Now from the atrium the blood comes into the ventricles, and the flow of the blood from the atrium to ventricles is controlled by these valves. From atrium the blood goes into the ventricle. Atrium से blood, like from the right atrium the deoxygenated blood goes into the right ventricle, whereas from the left atrium oxygenated blood goes into the left ventricles. But this flow of the blood from the atrium to the ventricles is controlled by the valves. ये जो flow है ये valves के through control होता है, and these valves, as we already discussed, the valve which is present between the right atrium and right ventricle is known as right atrioventricular valve. It's known as right atrioventricular valve, or it's also known as tricuspid valve. Another name for this valve is tricuspid valve. तो यहाँ पे tricuspid valve present होगा. In the same way, in this side, the left side between the left atrium and left ventricle, another valve is present which is the bicuspid valve. यहाँ पे होगा bicuspid or mitral valve is present here. So these two valves they prevent or they control the flow of the blood from atrium to ventricles. Atrium से ventricles पे blood को flow करेंगे. Now we will see how the ventricles pump the blood throughout the body parts or different body parts, and how these valves get be controlled. कैसे ये valve जो है इनका back जो collapsing है वो कैसे prevent होगी, अब हम बात करते हैं इसके बारे में. From both these auricles, when blood comes into the ventricles, then how it moves. As we know that right ventricle it's received the deoxygenated blood, and the left ventricle it's received the oxygenated blood. So these ventricles, they are the pumping compartment. They have to pump the blood. Right ventricle pump the deoxygenated blood towards the lungs so that it can become oxygenated. So from the right ventricle, the blood is pumped towards the lungs through the pulmonary artery. So from the right ventricle, the pulmonary artery will merge out and it collects the deoxygenated blood and transport it to the lungs. It will transport the blood towards the lungs. So this is the pulmonary artery which comes out from the right ventricle and take this deoxygenated blood and transport it towards the lungs. Here these pulmonary arteries also have the valves. They have the valves. The valves which are present here, these valves are semi-lunar valves. As we have seen that most of the cases, to prevent the backflow of the blood, the valves are present. Like the superior vena cava do not have any valve, inferior vena cava, coronary sinus have the valve, pulmonary valves, these pulmonary veins, they do not have any valves. यहाँ पे कोई valve नहीं होता, but these pulmonary artery have the valves which are semi-lunar valves. तो यहाँ पे semi-lunar valves present होते हैं so that the backflow of the blood can be prevented. Now here one more important thing which we have to understand, that this pulmonary artery which is carrying the deoxygenated blood towards the lungs and its makeup arc, this is known as pulmonary arc, and this pulmonary arc divides into two, then this pulmonary artery divides into two parts. One will go to the left lung and one will go to the right lung. Now when ventricles transport this blood to these pulmonary artery and here the aorta will emerge, then ventricle has to contract. Ventricles को contract होना पड़ेगा, and for this contraction the blood pressure the pressure of the blood get increased. Blood का pressure increase होगा. Atrium से ventricles में जब blood आ रहा था, then it prevented by the tricuspid and bicuspid. ये हमने बात की थी, दोनों valves इस blood के flow को control करते हैं. But at the time of ventricle contraction, these valves, these tricuspid and bicuspid valve, they do not collapse up. Means क्या होगा? Valves जो है, ये दोनों valves जो है bicuspid और tricuspid, these are flap-like structure. फ्लैप लाइक है। अगर नीचे से प्रेशर आ रहा है, यहाँ से वेंट्रिकल्स पे अगर प्रेशर होगा तो ये फ्लैप जो है ये ऊपर की तरफ जा सकते हैं। ये ऐसे फ्लैप है, दे कैन गो अपसाइड, दे कैन कोलैप्स बैक एंड दैट ब्लड कैन बी गो बैक इनटू द एट्रियम। To prevent this situation, here some important structure is present. वो स्ट्रक्चर क्या है हम उसके बारे में बात करते हैं पहले। लाइक हमने यहाँ पे कुछ रीजेस बनाए हैं, जैसा कि हमने देखा था कि वेंट्रिकल्स की वॉल जो है ये कंटिन्यूस नहीं होती, रेगुलर नहीं होती। दे हैव सम रीजेस, दे हैव सम स्मॉलर रीजेस एज वेल एज दे हैव सम लार्जर रीजेस। तो यहाँ पे जो स्मॉलर रीजेस होंगे, द स्मॉलर रीजेस आर नॉन एज कॉलमनर कॉलमनी, कॉर्नी एंड द लार्जर रीजेस जो बड़े साइज के रीजेस होंगे इस तरीके के, द लार्जर रीजेस दे आर नोन एज पैपिलरी मसल्स, दे आर नोन एज पैपिलरी मसल्स। So columnar, corny and papillary muscles, these are the ridges which are present in the walls of the ventricles. Now what the ridges do? These ridges, they get attached with the chordae tendineae. They get attached with the chordae tendineae. Chordae tendineae क्या होता है? Chordae tendineae, these are the structures which prevent the papillary. Suppose this is the papillary muscles and they comes, chordae tendineae, they comes from these flap, from the downside of the flap towards the papillary muscles. This kind of structure they will form. Here we have to draw it darker so that we can understand chordae tendineae. These are the structure which prevent the backflow of these walls, these bicuspid and tricuspid. Here also we can make the papillary muscles. यहाँ पे भी papillary muscles present होंगी ventricle की इस wall में भी, and they also remain attached with the chordae tendineae. यहाँ पे भी chordae tendineae present रहेंगी. So this is the chordae tendineae. Chordae tendineae. So this chordae tendineae, these are the structures which prevent the backflow of the bicuspid and tricuspid wall during the ventricular contraction, and they remain attached with the papillary muscles and the lower surface of these flaps so that these flaps do not collapse back. So this is very important. Chordae tendineae are the important structure which prevent the backflow of the blood and they prevent the collapsing of these walls, bicuspid and tricuspid. दोनों ही साइड हमें देखने को मिलेंगे, यहाँ पे भी present रहेगा. Here also we can see these chordae tendineae. They remain attached with the downside surface of the flaps and with the walls of ventricles. Here also we can draw the structure. So this is the important thing which we need to understand. Now let's come back onto the same position, that how the blood transported from the ventricles. From the right ventricle, blood goes into the pulmonary artery. So this is the pulmonary artery which is carrying the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricles towards the lungs so that it can become oxygenated. And it has wall. This is known as semilunar wall. Now come on to the left ventricle. Left ventricle has the oxygenated blood, and this oxygenated blood has to pump throughout the body parts. And for this transportation, the blood is carried out from by the aorta. यहाँ से blood को कौन collect कर रहा है? The aorta is the main artery which is carrying this oxygenated blood and transported throughout the body. As we know that in the case of the birds and mammals, both has the four-chambered heart, but in the case of the mammals, the aorta it makes the लेफ्ट साइड टर्न. यहाँ पे लेफ्ट साइड जो टर्न हम बना रहे हैं एओर्टा का, ये कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर है मैमेलियन हार्ट का. इन द केस ऑफ द बर्ड, द एओर्टा विल टेक द लेफ्ट राइट साइड टर्न. बर्ड का अगर हार्ट होता तो एओर्टा का टर्न जो है वो इस साइड होता. बट हियर द एओर्टा इज मेकिंग अ टर्न टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट साइड बिकॉज इट्स अ मैमेलियन हार्ट. And here is get divided into the 3 arteries. ऊपर जाके यहाँ पे 3 arteries में divide हो जाएगा. Let me erase this one so that we can understand it better. So this is the aorta which is making an arc towards the right side, and let's erase all these things so that we can see the aorta clearly. यहाँ से हम aorta को अच्छे से देख सकेंगे. So this is the aorta which is carrying the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle and transport it throughout the body part. And here it's dividing into 3 arteries for the transportation of blood to the different body parts. So this is the transportation of the blood from the right ventricle. The blood goes into the pulmonary artery, and pulmonary artery transport the oxygenated blood to the lungs, and they have semilunar wall. In the same way the aorta also have, यहाँ पे aorta में भी semilunar wall present होंगे, so that the backflow of the blood can be prevented. During the ventricular contraction, blood जो है aorta और pulmonary artery में जा रहा है, but when the ventricles get relaxed, then blood can come back into the ventricles. So to prevent this backflow, they have semilunar walls. यहाँ पे semilunar walls present रहेंगे. So this is the complete structure of the heart. Here, the important thing which we have discussed, that the right atrium, it's received the oxygenated blood from the superior vena cava, inferior vena cava and coronary sinus, whereas the left atrium, it's received oxygenated blood from the pulmonary veins. Then the blood goes into the ventricles, which are the pumping compartment. Blood goes into the ventricles, and ventricles are between the auricle and ventricle, the walls are present. At the right side, the wall which is present is right interauricular ventricular septa wall, which is known as tricuspid wall, whereas at the left side, the wall which is present is the bicuspid wall or the mitral wall. And from the ventricles, from the right ventricle, blood goes to the lungs from the pulmonary artery. From the left ventricle, blood goes to the throughout the body parts by the aorta. And for this, the left ventricle has to apply the more pressure, and for this they have the thickest wall. The wall of the left ventricle is 3 times thicker than the right ventricle. तो यहाँ पे जो wall है वो thicker है, so that they can supply the blood throughout the body parts. And aorta transport the blood throughout the body parts, and they have also walls that are the semilunar wall. So here we completed the structure of the human heart.